This problem asks us to find the mean, the median, and the mode of the given data set. So keep in mind that in order to find the mean and the median, we are going to use technology. Now the link is going to be given to you in this problem, but it is also on our calculators page, which is sacstats.weebly.com. And from there, anytime you want to find the mean, the median, the standard deviation, things like that, we're going to go under summary statistics and click on one quantitative. Once we get to the calculator, we don't want data from textbook, we want our own data, so we're going to click on our own, and then it's just a matter of copying and pasting the data set. So you're going to take the data set, you're going to copy it, you're going to paste it, and you can see that the mean is 68.7 and the median is 66.6. And that's all there is to it. Mean is 68.7, median is 66.6. Then the last part says what is the mode. The mode you do have to do by hand. The mode is the most frequently appearing value. So 83.2 occurs more than any other value, which means our mode is going to be 83.2. This table gives a score of a group of students on a 10-point quiz. Now, we have a score, but we also have its frequency. Now, how does that change things? So the first thing we have to do is we have to list out all the scores. We have a score of 3 with a frequency of 1. What does that tell us? It means we have 1, 3. We have a 4 with a frequency of 4. So we have 4 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 5 with a frequency of 1. We have 6 with a frequency of 1. We have 7 with a frequency of 3. We have 8 with a frequency of 1. We have 9 with a frequency of 2. And we have 10 with a frequency of 2. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to list out the entire data set. Take each score and list out their frequencies. Then you just have to copy and paste this data into the calculator. So we're going to copy the data. Okay, we know that in order to find the mean, the median, and the mode, we have to go to the one quantitative calculator, which is here. And then you simply paste the data over here. And we can see that our mean is 6.47 and our median is 7. All right, so on a professional football team, such as the Seattle Seahawks, the players are listed by their weight. Here's what we want to do. We want to find, using technology, we want to find the mean, the median, the IQR, the mean, and the standard deviation. Okay, median, IQR, the mean, and the standard deviation, but all this using technology. And notice that it says round your answers to the nearest 0.1, which means 1 decimal place. So the first thing we have to do is we have to copy this data. Now, depending on what kind of calculator you're going to be using, sometimes you can copy the data even with the words and it'll still work. So I'm going to copy the data, and the calculator that is used here can accept words also, and it'll just take the numbers. So I'm going to paste it. And I can see that my mean is 298, my standard deviation is 20.1, my median is 302, and my IQR is 22. Okay, so that's it. So we just we take all these values and we put them in. I'm not going to go through and actually put those in the problem, but they're all here. We got the mean is 298, standard deviation is 20.1, the median is 302, and the IQR is 22. The only thing that is not there, which I want to add, is the range. So let's say we were asked to find the range. The range we also have to do by hand. And the range is just the highest observation minus the lowest observation. The highest value minus the lowest value. So from here, I can see that my highest value is 330, and my lowest value is 262. So in order to find my range, I'm going to take 330 minus 262, and my range is going to be 68. And the rest of these, we're going to be looking for using technology that I just showed you guys. This problem asks, on a recent quiz, the class mean was 69 with the standard deviation of 2.2. Calculate the z-score to 2 decimal places for a person who scored 64. So the z-score formula looks like this. The z-score is equal to the value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. Okay, so x is the value whose z-score we're finding. So x in this case is going to be 64. The mean is going to be given to us. There's a class mean of 69, so that's going to be your mean. And then we have a standard deviation of 2.1. So my z-score is going to be x, which is 64, minus my mean, which is 69, divided by my standard deviation, which is 2.1. So let's go ahead and calculate that. We have 64 minus 69, that's negative 5, divided by 2.1. And if we take negative 5 and we divide that by 2.1, we're going to get negative 2.38 as the z-score. Now the second part of this asks, is this usual or unusual? So as a quick reminder, any z-score between negative 2 and 2, that is considered to be a usual z-score. So this range here, this is considered to be the usual range. Any z-score that is outside of that, so if it's above 2 or if it's below negative 2, then these z-scores are going to be considered to unusual. Now our z-score, negative 2.38, that's somewhere over here. This is negative 2.38. That's less than negative 2. So if your z-score is less than negative 2 or greater than positive 2, then it's unusual. And since negative 2.38 is less than negative 2, then we're going to say that the z-score is unusually low.